Sunday night and I'm sitting out by the campfire. You can see me. I'm just out here with the fire going, and you can see it. Like it's a very cool little fire that I've got going out here. But one of the things I was doing is I've been sitting under the stars and thinking, look at all these posts on Facebook. Look at all these people out here that are doing their stuff. And look at all the gratitude. I don't know about you, but if you see what I see through social media, I see so much gratitude, so much gratitude. I see customers that are popping up and saying, oh, I'd like to know about the drops. I see customers and I see, our brand partners out there excited because they've got a sale. I see marketing going on. I see people doing their job. I see, intention. I see intention in our social media. I love that. I love to see intention because, what we do is actually we're running a business. And at the end of the day, you've got to be intentional about your business. Otherwise, if you're intentional and you're just wishy-washy, you're here one day, you're not the next, you're here, it just doesn't work. And, one of the most beautiful things about social media is that you have to be consistent. I've had some really cool things happen over the last couple of days, and I've had some beautiful messages, really beautiful messages. But one of the things that really stood out to me was that one of our brand partners was going ultimate. Now, her life was upside down, inside out. She had stuff going on everywhere. And, when I spoke to her the other day, she was in tears and, and I just reached out. I just reached out to her because, when I was talking to her, she was so grateful that she got to speak to me. But I was so grateful to speak to her because I say to her, you're the reason that I get up and do what I do every day. You're one of those reasons, because when I listen to her story and I think, life can be such a bitch sometimes, such a bitch. And when you're on that snowball and everything's going wrong and you just can't get off it, you just, I've been there, I've done that. I've been, when I've thought, I'll bring it on, what's the next thing that's going to get thrown at me? And then you bring on the next one, and then you bring on the next one, and you go, oh, how much more can I take? And you just get knocked down, and then you just pull yourself back up again, and then someone else comes in and throws something else at you, and you go, that's what happens sometimes, and life's like that sometimes. But when I was listening to this woman the other day, I just was like, oh, you poor kid, I see you because I was you. But you know what? I just got a message that she's just gone ultimate. And what happens was wow, how did you do that? And she said, I just went to work, Terry. I just went to work and I just did what I had to do. You do whatever it takes to survive. You just do whatever it takes to get over the line, or you do whatever it takes. And I was so proud to see that. I was so proud because I think, wow, you're getting it. Sometimes you have to do whatever it takes to get over that line. You just have to, and it's no use getting angry. It's no use getting sad. It's just, I've got to go to work. I've got to put my head down. I've got to think of all the possibilities, and I've just got to do whatever I need to do. And this woman did it. So I was so stoked to see that. There's been a lot of people that have gone ultimate over the last few days because Friday was our last cutoff. And remember, you can still backdate it if you're looking at Saturday and Sunday. So Monday, you've still got the chance. But as I look back, and at Friday, and I go, wow, all the people that went ultimate and have got over the line. Even Sam got over the line. So, how cool is that? Everybody's got over the line and done what they needed to do to get their last legs over. That just means that you get 30% on as a bonus, and that's a 30% bonus for life. So, that's a good bonus to have on your check. The other thing, though, is if you didn't get ultimate and you got elite, that's a 20% bonus. So, 20% to 30%, it's not really a big deal. It's an extra 10%, but, take it out of them, it's not a big deal. But it's that recognition of, oh, you know, I've gone ultimate or I've gone elite. 20% and 30%, it's still a good deal. It's still a good deal, no matter what you got. So I want to congratulate all of you that got yourself to a elite or to ultimate. To all of you that are doing my challenge at the moment, I'm on a 90-day run. And to all of you that are doing my 90-day run, I applaud you. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. You know, I am watching how many of you are doing this, and I'm just seeing you and I'm going, wow, look at you all. You know, like you're actually on the run. And I can't tell you how proud I am when I see the numbers coming in. I'm really proud. I'm really proud. You know, we're working in the back end to help you and to support you as much as we can, but you're the ones that have got to do the work, and you're the ones that have got to get up and go, oh, I've got to do this, or Terry's going to be chasing me, or I've got to make sure I'm on track. But, you know, like you're the ones that are learning consistency. You're the ones that are learning intention. You're the ones that are learning what it takes to be a superstar. And, you know, it takes work to be a superstar. You can't just get up one day and go, oh, I'm a superstar. It doesn't work that way. You gotta do the work. But you're learning. And you know what's going to happen at the end of the 90 days? You're not going to need me anymore. You are going to be able to do your work on your own. But then what's going to happen is that you're going to be able to bring someone else into your business, and you're going to be able to duplicate that. Because you've already got the work, you've already got the foundations, and all you have to do then is duplicate. That's what you're learning. There's a bigger picture on the marketing scale, but what you're actually learning are the little skills that's going to take you to become what you need to win a business online. I think that's really cool. And I'm so proud. I'm so proud of all of you. Really, you know, like every day I see it and I go, whoa, and then I say to Sam, hey Sam, 63 did it today. Hey Sam, they've done this, they've done their morning, they've done their night, they've done their afternoon. Hey Sam. I've been tapping on Sam and going, Sam, look, Sam. I love it. I absolutely love it. You know when you see something and it just, you can see it working and you see it like starting to get momentum. You know, we started with 23 of us from our power hour, and now it's just like buzzing, you know, like, and the chat's buzzing and there's people in there buzzing, you know, and what's the next one, what's tomorrow, what's going to happen, you know. So you know, Facebooks are coming alive, and as I said, customers are coming in, so something must be working. Even my phone is ticking over on people are saying, you know, what about the drops, what do I know about the drops, how, you know, like, can I have the drops? So there's even my phone's going off. I went for a drive yesterday. Just we went into the town, and you know, I did 2 drops orders on my way to town. I was like, this doesn't normally happen for me, but yeah, even I'm doing them. So how cool! Sam and I are heading home tomorrow, so we are back to life, normal life tomorrow, and away from our little camper van and our fire and the beach. We've been living on our block for the last few days, and it's just a little block of land that we have up at Greenhead, which is 400 meters back from the beach, and it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. There's nothing here. We're just on a block of land in the middle of the desert, really. But for us, it's just, you know what it is that there's a vision. And Sam and I sit here and we go, well, we could paint this wall blue, and we could do this, and we could do that, and we could do all this stuff, and we're chatting away, you know, but we haven't got a clue because we haven't even built a house yet, and we haven't even looked at a plan yet, and we haven't even thought about what does it even look like. So we've got all this stuff going on in our heads, and we've got all this vision, but we haven't done the basics yet. So I guess it's something that we're going to get to do. It's getting dark here. The stars are coming out, and you know, it's time to lock ourselves away because it's going to get cold. I'm sitting here under the light, you know, like just a little lamp that you can see, you know, like I've just got the little lamp going on so I can actually do a live. I've taken the lamp out of the caravan. Sometimes it's just living under the stars and just having that fresh air in your lungs is what makes life so super special. And tonight for me, that's what it's about. But I just wanted to share my love for you and to tell you how proud I am of you and just say to you, you know, like, you're superstars. You really are superstars. And keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop for anybody. Because at the end of the day, this is your life. It's your life that you're changing, and it's your life that you can make it different. Look after you, look after your kids, look after your families, you know, because, you know, this business will support you. Lots of love to you.